G'day guys, I've made a number of enhancements to the Build Bootstrap Sublime Text plugin and added a whole raft of new features. And I'm going to show you some of the existing features, but then most of the time on the new ones. So just to go backwards to go forwards, really the purpose of this set of integrations is to really quickly mark up pre-existing content. So content that you might have already in Moodle or you've converted from Word, etc., etc. But it's pretty bland and vanilla at the moment. It does have some important anatomy, however. Anywhere that I want something to happen is a heading 5. So you can see this is SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, etc. They're all marked as being heading 5. And so the Build Bootstrap plugin looks for those heading 5 markers. And I'll just show you some of the features you're already familiar with. So if I want to make this into accordion, I'm going to use keyboard shortcuts for this, but you can do it through the menus. That I've now converted that into accordion. You'll notice that if you've got things like images within the content, then those are honoured and it all fits in rather nicely. I'll undo that. I could build tabs, etc. So those are some of the features that it's had up until now. I'll undo that as well. There's a range of new ones, quite a few of them. There's a whole lot of new features called Build Card, and you'll see that these cards are a whole range of different colours effectively. And I think it was Lillian, maybe Kath, who'd asked for these grey versions, might have been this one here, I'm not sure, where you can see that there's a box, a bordered box around each one. The heading is in this case in a grey, but there are all of the Bootstrap colours available to you, so you could choose, you know, turquoise, red, for instance, whatever you like. And you'll notice that it picks up, I think red's a bit shouty, but anyway, you'll notice it picks up both the heading colour, background colour, and also the bordering box picks up that colour, whatever colour you chose. The other set of features that I've added because I needed them myself is a whole lot of those boxes, discussion, important, etc., etc. And this is my idiosyncratic way of working. I'll convert everything into sort of this vanilla markup. And then, for instance, if I wanted this one here to be in a think box or whatever, I could do that now. So basically, I'll choose the think box, and you'll see that it's basically taken what was the heading and it's built that into the banner with the appropriate icon, and then the content is the content. And so I'll go down and do another tranche of these. Let's have a look. Maybe from here down to here. I'll delete the example. Build a different type of box. What are we going to build now? Important. So you can see how you can very quickly use this to decorate up things. And I think the important thing and the speed saving really is that it's taking the heading and putting that in, and it's taking the content and putting that below it. So it's saving a few copies and pastes basically over the old way. Shave a few seconds here and there, and it makes a bit of a difference. So I'll just do one more. The other things is when we've got things like discussion activities and reflection activities and those sorts of things, there's text that lives before and after that. So for instance, if I want this to be a discussion activity, you'll see that it's put it in the box, it's got the right icon. It's actually put the word discussion activity in front of what text was in the heading 5. It's put the content in, and then it's added this statement below it. So it's doing the same function as my UI elements, it's just doing a little bit more quickly. So because I've updated the plugin, you're now of course going to need to refresh that in your own Sublime Text. You'll need to replace what is there with the new version. To do that, you go off to my GitHub. I'll send you the link. Under the code button, if you choose download zip, that'll download it. What I tend to do is it will download and it will have the words -master in the folder title. I removed that. There's no need to, but you know, I'm just a bit of a purist. So I've got the new version in my downloads folder. I need to kind of replace the one that's already in Sublime Text with this new version. So I go back into Sublime Text momentarily. From the Sublime Text menu, you go to Preferences and to Browse Packages. I know it's slightly different on a Windows machine, so Gina, you'll need to find the equivalent. And that brings up the folders of stuff. you should notice amongst these folders, the existing one, here it is here. So this is the one we're going to replace. I'm not going to do this myself, but effectively what you would do is you would delete that one, and then you would drag and drop this one in its place, and you'd be right to go. Restart Sublime Text and it should all just work. Okay.